Go. Oh no!
What happened?
Nintendo just dropped the trailer for Everybody 1-2 Switch. We are live, but on the inside, I don't think I'm alive anymore. Oh no.
Oh, we started live. I thought something happened with the recording.
No.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Everybody
Nintendo Direct
1-2
Eve.
Switch!
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that.
What?
Fantastic.
What? You're not excited?
Not for I was hoping that we wouldn't get a trailer until launch. That's what I was hoping.
Me
so
too.
I'm a little disappointed.
You know,
But at the same time,
I really wanted Nintendo not to reveal anything about it, and just to, have us guess what is this game. I mean, it's something they're confident in when you got the mascot being a horse named MC Horus, and at least we got some screenshots now. It looks very similar to 1-2 Switch, but everyone's on their phone. You guys not have phones?
hey, it's not the year of Luigi anymore.
No, but it's the year 2016. You want to know why? Those balloons scream 2016
Oh
memes.
my gosh.
And then
This
you
game
got.
looks so cheap, man.
Well,
It looks like they made this within a couple of months and then shelved it.
now you can join in a bit, but we got a trailer to react to. So are you guys ready for this?
Oh gosh. Yeah. I have some choice words to say about it.
We're watching it live. We saw it before, but I mean, this is something that really needs to ferment. Like blue cheese. Except blue cheese is actually good. I don't think this is. Or is it? Maybe it's a hidden gem. Here we go.
Alright, let's go.
I wonder if I can pause it in between. Okay, good. And then leave
think you
commentary.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hey, why wasn't I invited?
Oh my god. This feels like the start of a murder mystery.
Is that Robbie Shapiro from Victorious?
I don't even know. Who are all these people? Okay, they said that they got influencers. Who are these people?
Okay, I actually was talking to Joshi about that, and apparently a lot of these are just from Japan. Some are from other countries, and I looked at the US ones because I didn't know any of them. And it turns out they're TikTokers. So that explains it.
Oh, of course.
I don't know.
Of course.
I don't know any TikTok celebrities. Is that Rebecca Sugar? Is that Robbie from Victorious? What's the difference?
Oh my god. I had a feeling it was nobody that I knew because I looked at them. I was like, these aren't any Nintendo influencers that I know.
Oh, but it's
What was that guy's
SpongeBob.
face?
It's SpongeBob.
Go back a little on that guy's face. I'm doing the game.
Yeah, they got SpongeBob for the balloons.
Oh my gosh. Alright, let's keep watching it. When they were like pushing down on the balloon, it reminds me of the SpongeBob episode where you had the house party and they all just did the bunny hop. Hop, hop, hop!
No, SpongeBob's the only one who wanted to do that. No one else did. SpongeBob would be the kind who would force people to play the game. Do you guys not have phones?
Who would actually want to play? Who would actually want to stand in place and run in place?
That is a good question.
Here he comes.
No, sir, I don't like it.
He's
Great,
real.
Great choice for a mascot.
Oh my god. What were they thinking? This is like something Ubisoft would come up with.
From 2015.
Yes, it is shovelware Jackbox.
The mascot is named MC Horus. Horus, where are Alfie and Roba? If you get that reference, you are an OG. Oh, look, it's
Oh
like
my
that thing from
God.
Nintendo Land, except it isn't as fun.
Ugh. Oh, and this game is stupid. How does this even work?
See, I knew it'd
Look
be
at them. They
clunky and confusing.
look at them. But look at them. They look like idiots.
Let's just go back to that.
What are they doing? Look at.
Okay, let's see. I wish you could just watch it in slow motion.
Oh my God. This is just. Look at this. Just look how the person in the middle moves.
It looks like a playgroup I went to when I was a kid, except instead of being something like that,
It doesn't even look natural. It looks like somebody choreographed the whole thing.
Look at yeah, you know what it looks like? It looks like a cult meeting.
Yeah, I told you. I don't know if I could say it here, but
all I'm gonna say is it's probably an event I'd go to.
It's probably something that John Travolta would like. Hey.
I'm gonna kiss you, Grandma. I'm gonna kiss you, Grandpa. I know someone who met John Travolta.
It reminds me of a highly organized state of being.
Hello there, children. Hey, Chef. How's it going?
You know, the reason... Oh, my gosh.
Look at the... You know, if I could get a group that large to play...
I would love to... Don't you love playing games with a QR code on your Nintendo Switch? Gosh, I didn't know this was modern-day dining.
Hey, let's just take a look at this banquet, shall we?
It looks like a murder mystery. It looks like something from Knives Out.
And then there were fewer.
All weird and like unhinged, and then like the other members on the other side are like all like one of them is dead, and then they have to figure out who done it, and it was MC Horace the whole time.
Well, they're all dead on the inside. One of them's dressed up like Chucky. You see the one in the very middle, the girl? Not Chucky.
I can't believe somebody actually. I can't believe somebody actually found a horse mask from 2010 and decided it would be a good idea 13 years later to put that on and to make a character out of it.
Oh man, thank you, Big Timers 5. Demeech, just letting you know that I still care for you and hope you had a good day and night. Well, thank you very much. That is very kind. And thank you for the donation. Maybe we can do that to save up for a ticket so we can go to a banquet to play Everybody Want to Switch. I mean, look at this. Let's see what's going on here.
What an odd marketing ploy.
I can't even recognize any of these guys, but it looks like the ones in the back are having more fun.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, there's more.
Alright, let's watch some more.
Everybody want to switch!
1, 2, switch! See, that's the part that feels like a cult to me.
Oh, they're doing musical chairs.
This is so stupid. Why not play actual musical chairs?
I mean, to be fair, it'd take a lot of chairs for 100 people.
Oh. You don't have to play it with 100 people.
Okay, you know what? If I'm being completely honest, I think this looks like a fine party game. I think it'd be kind of clunky, confusing, the marketing's really weird, and a lot of it just looks like memes from 2015-16. Thank you, KM Dude, that is very kind of you. Thank you for the donation. But I feel like with this specifically, it doesn't look too bad. It just looks like a harmless party game. I think it could be clunky.
It looks like crap.
I think it could be clunky, confusing, and just, bizarre. Will it ruin Nintendo, though? I don't see how they thought this would ruin their reputation.
I don't think so, but...
Colin, thank you so much.
Oh, Demeech is back and better than ever. Can't wait for the Direct video.
I hope it's a good Direct. I hope it's not like, you can't finish Wii Sports? That actually looks kind of fun. It does look like
I don't know, man. Who has 100 people on a Saturday hanging out with them?
Well, you could play it at a wedding instead of doing the cha-cha slide or getting wasted.
That's just stupid. Just play these games in real life. There's no reason I wouldn't play. There's no reason I want to go play musical chairs on this game instead of real life.
Well, you don't need the chairs. You don't need to set everything up. So I guess there's that.
Oh, this is the weird alien cult game I was talking about. Listen to what they say. Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, it's like a dancing game. Everybody, 1, 2, switch.
Listen
Use
to
this
them chanting.
Wow, people are making it rain in the chat. Damn.
Wow, use this to buy yourself a donut from Donuts. Thank you, Donuts.
Who's the coolest cop in town? Donut Boy! Let's watch that alien thing again. It kind of
Robbie
does
Hammond
remind me of
says,
WarioWare.
What does Petey think?
What does Petey think?
No comment until the video. Bye!
I thought Petey would love this kind of game.
He probably wants to save the excitement for the actual game that's coming out.
You know, I think it's funny that Nintendo has a Direct tomorrow, yet they didn't want to show this. This is like, what is it, 3.5 minutes? Could you imagine if they did one of the, or they had this instead? Okay, to be fair, it would be maybe some disappointment initially, but if they had other interesting games, I think it'd be fine. But even looking back in retrospect, if the Direct was horrible and this was the closing announcement, at least it's something funny. It's not like, oh, they close out on a JRPG or a farm game. Although the Farm Direct is kind of funny.
I don't know. This looks like crap. I think Nintendo knows that it looks like crap. I don't think they want it in their Directs.
Okay, so let's just get to a funny screenshot of the game. We'll talk about it a little bit. Are these yet stupid or what? Does it top the disgrace in gaming, The Last of Us Part 2? No, it doesn't. Yeah, that was one of the funniest comments I've ever seen. Did I ever tell you about that?
What?
A YouTuber left or made a community post announcing that he would be unsubscribing from me because I called Pokemon a disgrace, and it's wrong because actual disgraces like The Last of Us Part 2 exist. So if something's a disgrace, nothing else can be. Or he's just a modern Pokemon fanboy. So let's just go to the MC horsing. I think the best part is like where it looks like, or yeah, this is exactly what I was thinking of, the musical chairs thing. It looks like, you ever been to a Greek party before? I'm not talking.
No, but I know what you're talking about. I mean, I've watched Full House. I don't know if that counts.
The Zorba thing, the Greek dancing,
Yeah.
and then there's someone on the table. That's pretty much what it reminds me of.
Why is he on the table? This is Japan, not Greece.
Look
at the dance he's doing. It looks like he has to use the bathroom.
Where's Stimpy with the kitty litter? No, sir, I don't like it. Okay, so let's read some of the comments. Okay, F-Zero GX Remastered. Let's ask Jeff Slob. Hey, Jeff Slob, is the F-Zero GX Remaster coming? I'll take that as a yes. That would be the only thing people were talking about, is if this Direct, kind of like the Mario movie casting, yeah. That Direct, I think, revealed Kirby and the Forgotten Land, yet everyone just wanted to talk about the Mario movie casting. And yet it turned out pretty good. I do think Charles Martinet should have been Mario, but imagine a new mainline Pokemon game, but it plays like everybody 1-2 switch. I mean, graphically this game looks okay, and it looks like it functions despite... I don't know how many are willing to play this, but... Oh my gosh.
I agree with you, Jay Plays. That's what we're going to talk about next, but...
Actually,
I have a good feeling.
It's going to be a little bit different than standard predictions, but we'll get into that. So, what are your thoughts on everybody 1-2 switch?
Horse crap.
Well, that's not very reassuring. Personally, I think that this game, it doesn't look as bad as I thought. It just looks like a standard party game. It looks goofy. It's ridiculous. I don't think it's going to sell particularly well. I'm still going to make a review of it, but...
I disagree. I think this is going to sell really well just because people are buying it in spite of it being stupid. And then Nintendo's going to think, well, maybe we should make more.
But, you know what? It looks funny, and it probably didn't take too long to develop. And I don't consider it a game, just looking at it. How can something like this damage Nintendo's reputation. It just looks like a goofy experiment. Kind of cringy advertising.
Dude, it looks awful. It looks genuinely awful. It genuinely looks like, it looks bad. It looks really bad. There's better party games than this.
Yeah, there probably are better party. Yeah, of course there are better party games. But at the same time,
sounding like Arlo when he's super cynical.
You gonna run away from your family next?
Wow, we're going there.
I'm gonna run away from my family after playing this game. But
oh man,
I disagree with you. I don't think it looks as bad as you think it is. I feel like Nintendo gaslit people into thinking that this game had as much thought put into it as Jackbox. Yeah, this ain't no Jackbox, but at the same time, it's just like...
Maybe if Kablooey was in it, it would save it.
It looks cringy, it's hilarious. It's absolutely hysterical. It's so funny, almost on the level of Nintendo Switch Sports, but in a different kind of way. This goes into the other point.
This is what I predict. Next week, you're going to call me, and I'm going to say, hey... The game sucks. What do you think? You know what? Honestly, I like it. I really like it.
It's like green eggs and ham.
I know you. You're going to end up loving the game. And then you're going to say, he was right.
You know what? I'd be happy to be proven wrong. But do I think this will be the worst game Nintendo has ever made? Well, I don't think it'll particularly be a masterpiece, but absolutely not. Nintendo Switch Sports is even more of an embarrassment. This is just kind of cringy and just feels outdated, out of touch, which is why I think it's hilarious, because I'm the kind who will bring up memes that everyone was talking about like months ago.
Oh, Reese brought up a good point. You should get a horse mask for the review.
Oh, I'm definitely going to do that. If I could find that same one, that'd be funny. I think that Nintendo Switch Sports is way more of an embarrassment, mainly because that game, they couldn't even have everything there day one. The leg strap needed support in July, or got support in July. It wouldn't even work properly outside of some stupid minigame. It tarnished the legacy of one of my favorite series. Mario Strikers, I don't think that would have ruined the reputation of Nintendo, but that game just infuriates me. I think that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet would damage Nintendo's reputation more, considering how awful and how broken those games look and how they are. This just looks like a harmless party game. But anyways, now it's time...
It's crap.
Alright, I think we can agree to disagree there, but you know I'm not going to stop you from calling it whatever you want. But I'm going to call this... absolutely...
It's crap. That's what it is. It's crap. Crap, crappity, crap.
Hey, Demeech, how would you feel if MC Horse was revealed for Smash? Be cooler than another Fire Emblem character. TND is harsh,
but I agree with him. The game looks like crap. Yeah.
I guess I have an unpopular opinion then. But anyways, now let's go somewhere straight from the horse's mouth. Nintendo Direct is happening tomorrow. Just like when the Nintendo Switch Pro is releasing. And with that being said, we're going to be playing some games, and we're also going to be having you guys predict the Nintendo Direct. I'm not going to be predicting it so much. And T&D, you can predict too, since you're the guest here. You'd also be the guest. You know, I think one day we just gotta have an everybody 1-2 Switch party. Like, if we ever go to a convention like PAX or Comic-Con, something like that, we should just do something like that. And
yeah, that'd be...
the ticket to get in, you just gotta wear a leg strap with a Joy-Con. But I'm debating, what should I play? Should I play Sonic Mania, We Love Katamari, Royal Revere? I really want to play We Love Katamari, but I'm also good with Sonic.
Perhaps we could play something more for the occasion.
I don't want to play New Super Mario Bros. U.
What about Mario Maker 2?
Great idea.
There we go. I made a compromise, guys.
I love Mario Maker 2. I hate New Super Mario Bros. U, though.
Demeech or T&D, have you seen Across the Spider-Verse? I have. and it is amazing. I'm not going to spoil it, but if people haven't seen it, go see it now.
I guess this is a part of the stream where if you have Super Mario Maker 2 levels, just send them over.
Yeah. So, I guess Super Mario Maker 2, speaking of Mario Maker 2, what are your guys' predictions for the Direct tomorrow? What do you expect to see? I have a pretty good idea of what we're going to see, indicative of the game that we're playing. But what do you guys want to see? And then we'll discuss about it.
Reese, the multiplayer is absolutely horrible in Super Mario Maker 2, so that would kind of ruin the gameplay. But you can join. Just, let's see. We'll get you on the call in like 10 minutes or so.
Alright, let's see. I want Zelda 4 Swords Adventure on Switch. That would be cool. I think that it's time we get Phineas and Ferb Candace Against the Universe or Earthbound remake. That's a very specific game. Something Sonic related. I do think we're going to see a little bit more Superstars. I want a new Donkey Kong game so badly. Demeech, how do you feel about Donkey Kong? Do you think we're going to see him?
I think that we could. It's so weird hearing his voice not in a video. Are you talking about me?
I think so, yeah.
I think some guy who clearly doesn't like Nintendo has a pretty standard voice. But let's see. Subcon Shrooms. This sounds like a really cool stage. I think with Donkey
Sonic
Kong...
Frontiers Update 2. Yeah, go ahead.
I would love to see a new 3D Donkey Kong game. But I also had an idea that just ties into that 2D Mario game, where it could be a crossover between 2D Mario and Donkey Kong Country. That'd be really cool.
Yeah. I really want to see an original 2D Mario game that evolves the gameplay formula forward. Obviously, no new Super Mario Brothers. A brand new art style, wacky new power-ups, wacky new worlds, organic level design. Something to evolve 2D Mario forward in the same way that I think Odyssey did for 3D Mario. And I think we might get that tomorrow. I'm very excited.
I don't think we can really count on getting DLC for Mario Party Superstars, but let's see.
No.
So Rampin said he is expecting The Last of Us Spark Hunt or The Last Spark Hunter DLC, Mario Kart Wave 5. Okay, all of those I think
Mario Kart.
Those are guaranteed to happen. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door remastered and a new DK, and Super Mario Galaxy 2 remake made from the ground up. All of those would be amazing.
Oh yeah. Actually, I could see a Galaxy 2.
Though
remaster.
I think towards the end, it's getting a little bit more on the side of that might not happen, but I think that definitely we should expect to see the Last Spark Hunter DLC for Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, as well as Mario Kart Wave 5. Those are pretty much definite. But let's get this elephant out of the room and talk about the 2D Mario game.
I see what you did there.
Because with this 2D Mario game specifically, a lot of you are predicting it, and there's a very specific reason. A Twitter account with Pioro in the profile, I think it's Pioro_ND, he claimed that there's going to be a new 2D Mario game, and there's going to be an SNES remake of a beloved classic. We'll get into the SNES remake, but 2D Mario specifically. It's apparently not going to be New Super Mario Brothers.
It's not, and he also mentioned, if I could just... We have the screenshot here. Let's see. Here it is. He also said, in response to Marco Mero, who's, he's not really credible. He's kind of a piggybacker, but anyways, he retweeted saying, "Let me tell you what the correct emojis are," because he tweeted out a bunch of emojis that alluded to an SNES remake. And the emojis were sparkles, the flower daisy, a square purple box, a coin, an elephant, and a caterpillar. And underneath it says 2D Mario stuff. What the heck can that mean?
I don't know what maybe power-ups?
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe Elephant Mario or Wiggler Mario. I don't know. That's very odd. It's very specific things. I was telling you before that the Daisy clearly has to hint towards Daisy, but maybe the purple box can mean Tatanga's coming back?
It could mean anything, but I personally, I'll take all that with a grain of salt. I still think that there's a possibility that that guy with the Pioro profile picture, he could be no different than John Cartwright's Waddle Dee Knows, where he just made a private account, threw out predictions, and then unprivated it when he got something right. But, considering the circumstances and such, I think that this new 2D Mario game is going to be something more in line with Sonic Superstars or Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, where it's an actual new game. How do you guys feel about it?
Yeah, Elephant Mario. TND, he liked your comment, did he not? Oh, Starchronics! What's going on? Did he like my comments? Wait. Now I gotta check Twitter. Hold on. This I'm not aware of.
This is a really creative level. Good work, J to the P. Moreno.
He did not like my pick. He did not like my comment. I don't know. Well, it depends, Star. I don't know what comment you're talking about, but if you mean the one where I said, "What does this mean, Elephant Mario, Wiggler Mario? I'm itching to just know." The only person who liked that comment was J to the P. Moreno. But yeah, I don't know. It would that would fit in line with like some wacky new power ups.
Be interesting to see.
Oh, the name? He liked the name? Really?
What, Super Mario Wonder?
No, Super Mario Wonderland. I think. Wait. Hold on. This can't be right.
Rampant, I don't think that's likely to happen again.
Oh my gosh, he did like it.
Are you going to go out on a whim and say it's going to be called Super Mario Wonderland?
I think so. I think it's going to be called Super Mario Wonderland. Star, thank you for letting me know. I didn't even realize that he liked my comments. Now the question is it Super Mario Wonder or Wonderland? I think Wonderland sounds better than Wonder, but I don't think you like that title because of a stupid game that you were telling me about.
There's this game called Super Wonderful Mario. It's on the Famicom, and the artwork for it has... You know what? We'll just pull it up. I think this would also be a good time to bring on Reese, so I'm going to add him to the call, so I'm going to give you guys a call on Discord. Starchronics, would you like to join as well? We'll add you to the call, too.
I wonder why it's called Super Mario Wonderland. I wonder if that has to do with the new location that we're in. Who knows?
Here, I'm going to give this a like.
I've heard they are character indicators for Rosalina, Daisy, Waluigi, and Wario. That's what I was speculating at first, too, but I have no faith in Nintendo to bring other playable characters beyond the core four, but I'd be happy to be wrong.
Alright, let's see. So, alright, let's see. Starchronics, can you join? Alright, I'm gonna hang up this call and then give you guys a call on Discord.
Goodbye.
Mykonos Sunset, aren't you a bit tired? Isn't it past your bedtime? Unless you got a call at 3 a.m. Alright, we're starting a Discord call. Lungo! Reese, did you have your Lungo for today?
So, are you ready to join that MC Horace call?
Have you had your Lungo, though?
Don't even remind me, Reese. Oh, man. I can't believe that's a real game.
It looks great.
It's just so weird. I feel like when they first showed off this game and I heard like the leaks and everything, I didn't think it was going to be like straight up just 1-2 switch, but with more players. Because basically that's what I'm getting from that trailer. I thought, like at first, my first impression of it, I was like, oh, maybe they're going a little more in depth than 1-2 switch, like maybe on the level almost like Jackbox. But no.
Yeah.
We're just basically getting up straight up 1-2 switch, but with 100 players.
Yep, this is what we've asked for. Not a 2D Mario game. You asked for a sequel to 1-2 Switch.
Why not both?
Reese, I did want to ask you about 2D Mario. So, how do you feel about the possibility of the game being called Super Mario Wonderland?
I mean, it would kind of line up with what that Pioro account said, but I don't know. I guess it would kind of be interesting. I'm wondering if there's going to be some distinction between like the title of or like the titling of 3D Mario games and 2D Mario games, because for a while they had New Super Mario Bros. So I'm wondering if they're going to have like Super Mario Bros. In the title, just to kind of make a distinction.
Differentiate it
from
Yeah, and that's an interesting.
But yeah, for some reason, calling it Super Mario Wonderland, for some reason it kind of reminds me of Balan Wonderworld.
I was just thinking about that.
Oh man, another. Well, that's a bad game. Yeah.
What, you don't like it?
Well, I mean, no. I'm hoping that the title, if it's real, I'm hoping that it has something to do with the location that we're in. Whether that means we're in an amusement park or, I don't know, a circus or like a magical land. It just would be cool to be in a new environment.
Yeah, I feel like that title, I actually kind of, like, if that title is hinting towards something more unique, I feel like that could be a good sign. Because I feel like I hope they do something different, like have a new villain or have a returning villain from like the older games, like Wart or Tatonga. I actually think like something like either Wart or Tatonga would actually work pretty well. Like just like the title, like Wonderland, it almost sounds like something dream-like. Maybe they could have Wart there.
Yeah. It's funny. I was actually thinking the other day, maybe you could play around with like, maybe not like to the same degree that Mario 2 did, but like dreams and like, I don't know if you've ever played Nights, but more of like, the psychedelic, aspects of having dreams and like, they can get really imaginative with like the worlds that they discover. Like maybe Mario is traveling to, I don't know, other people's dreams or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but there's a lot of possibility with that name, and just wanted to put it out there for the record. I'm not sure if this is the name. Pioro liked my tweet with me predicting, saying Super Mario Wonderland, but we don't know if Pioro is 100% right or not.
I mean, it's clear you think he's 100% right, but I've been telling you I don't think so until it's proven. And if it is legitimate, I think that is probably going to be the last. That is the last we're ever going to hear from him if it's legitimate. Nintendo's going to take him down.
Yeah, but if it is legitimate, I would like for you to eat your words in the form of alphabet soup while singing letters of the alphabet ABC.
You got a deal.
Yeah, you know what I've kind of noticed about the last few directs? I feel like a few years ago, when there was a bunch of leaks, the direct didn't really line up when most of the leaks happened. This was around, like, I would say between, like, 2017 all the way up to 2020. They didn't really, or even 2021 to some degree, they didn't really line up with the leaks. But I've noticed, like, over the past, like, 4-ish directs, I feel like they've been kind of, like, the date has been leaked ahead of time, and there really hasn't been, like, too much surrounding it, and then, it kind of seems like most of the rumors and build-up to the direct has been happening, like, accurately right before it's actually announced, which I kind of find interesting.
Yeah. It's very weird, because when the direct rumors were going around, I remember Demeech, I talked to you about it. I was like, okay, what's going on with people saying that there's a direct rumor? And I think Fidel was kind of hyping it up for it to happen on Twitter, and I thought that it was just people wishing it into existence, but then it actually happened, and I don't know, I found that kind of strange. Maybe there was writing across the wall that it was happening. I mean, you heard from our favorite insider, Jeff Grubb.
Oh, there's Jeff Grubb!
There was that one, Persona 3 thing, the Persona 3 Reload thing.
Yeah.
That's the Switch thing that kind of got leaked out ahead of time.
Yeah.
After we beat this level, we're going to be taking a look at Super Wonderful Mario, but...
Oh, no.
As much as we can talk about this 2D Mario, we can talk about that a lot. Just make sure you're also reading the chat, because it is a little bit difficult to play this level and read the chat at the same time. So see if there are any questions or comments and stuff. Because
Red Onyx says, he was right!
He actually did? He was right! Jeff Grubb was right! Zippo was right! All of them were right!
Says, I predict a new Mario baseball and see it release unfinished. Oh, that's not a prediction, that's a guarantee.
I don't think that Mariners thing had anything to do with the new Mario baseball. I still think it's not going to happen. But I do hope it happens, because it'll give me a lot more content.
I'm talking about the unfinished part.
You know, two things that I'm really hoping to happen for this, and I mean, you're probably going to see this coming, but the 1,000 Year Door remaster or Super Mario RPG remake, I'm really hoping for either of those things to happen.
So so I know that there's I know that Pioro mentioned the Super NES remake. Where is everyone getting the idea that it's Super Mario RPG?
Fat Yoshi, he tweeted something about that. It was also...
Oh, yeah.
And then I also think, he liked something that, someone said, Super Mario RPG.
Oh, I see. Because I was confused for a while why people were saying it was Super Mario RPG, because I saw other people saying it could have been Chrono Trigger, or, I don't know, Earthbound or something.
Yeah, I've also seen Chrono Trigger pop up, too.
Yeah. It could be Super Mario RPG seems to be the popular choice. I will say it's a little... I don't know if it's odd that they're doing a remake out of nowhere. I don't even know who would be developing it. Would it be Square?
It would probably be Square. Square has done several exclusives on the Switch, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were doing something like fully partnering with Nintendo or something, because, I mean... I feel like during the Switch era, Square has kind of made a lot of exclusive content on the Switch and everything, so just due to the fact that we've seen so many JRPGs at these directs, like, Square really likes to push their games in some of these directs sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we know about that.
I mean, going into the Earthbound thing, why would they release Earthbound on Switch Online and then remake it? I mean, they remade Link's Awakening and also have Link's Awakening DX. They could do that, but I think they're probably going to go for Super Mario RPG because it's not on the online service. And also, it just makes sense. But if that's happening, I don't think we're going to get that 1,000 Year Door remake. Although I do think that if there is going to be a GameCube remake, it's probably going to be that F-Zero GX remake.
What I think they're going to do with...
I think you just want that.
What I think they're going to do with GameCube, I feel like if they do release, some of them, I feel like if they're going to show them off on a direct, they're going to have, a segment for them where they show off different games. Like, they show off, let's say, F-Zero GX, Metroid Prime 2, 1,000 Year Door. Like, they have a few different games where they kind of show off and they kind of have them like release like in the next couple months. I kind of have a feeling that Nintendo might be doing something like that if they are, like, since there's so many things, like so many rumors and things surrounding GameCube games, and the fact that they'd have to like release GameCube games that way since they can't really do NSO at this point with GameCube, and they've already started kind of a thing with Metroid Prime, and then Bandai Namco has the exclusive with Baten Kaitos. So I have a feeling they could be doing more things with the GameCube.
I saw a comment here saying from NP Nebs, I've been hearing some talk of Luigi's Mansion, but it's still too early in my opinion. I actually haven't seen anything.
Now, apparently Next Level Games is making a Luigi's Mansion 4. Never heard anything about a remake. Oh, this is quite nice.
I haven't heard about that.
Play Super Wonderful Mario right now. Not, hey, can you play Super Wonderful Mario? Play it right now. Unfortunately, I don't have the game, but we will be looking at the cartridge artwork. So are you guys ready to see this? This is why I don't want the game to be called Super Mario Wonderland. This is what it reminds me of. Let's take a look, shall we? Is this really what you want to associate with your next Mario game?
I think that's just you. What, you don't like his little cat from Odyssey?
His little cap from Odyssey? Well,
I'm making fun of the baseball cap.
Well, let's see. We got Mario with a carrot. We got Captain Crunch. We got a dragon.
Yeah, Snow White.
Can you tell me? Okay. Rampant said, do you think we could get a new Dr. Mario? I think they should do... Here's something brilliant they could do. They could rework Dr. Mario World and make it a Switch game. I think Dr. Mario World was a lot of fun. There could be a chance, but Nintendo really doesn't do many eShop only games like they used to.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know if there's like much clamor for a Dr. Mario on the Switch. I'm sure there's fans out there, and I would like it.
I know Josie Well wants to do Mario, or Dr. Mario, but what is that cookie thing? Does anyone know what that is? Near Snow White? It looks like something that you would know about, Reese.
I don't know, but why is Mario holding a carrot?
Let me see what this game's actually like. Oh, it's... I know there's this Hack-a-Tiny tune that has Mario replace Buster Bunny, but that's not what it is.
Oh, what is it then?
It's just Super Mario Bros. 2 with an alternate title. Does anyone know what that chicken nugget cookie thing is next to Snow White? Does anyone know where that's from?
Oh, something from Keebler.
Yeah, that kind of looks like...
Keebler? Alright, let's see. Keebler mascots?
Ooh, why don't we do some Wave 5 predictions? Because I think we could all agree that they're going to show off Wave 5 tomorrow.
I think so too, but we need to find out who this Keebler guy is. You know,
Why is that important?
Everyone used to tell T&D in school, hey, you know what? You kind of look like the Keebler elf.
Super Mario Wonderland!
Oh, I'd love a sequel to Captain Toad. But I don't think we're going to get that. But in the meantime, I don't know what's going on with the Keebler guy. If anyone knows his name, let me know. Something from Keebler?
Enough of the Keebler guy. Let's get back to predictions about the game. I don't know why we're talking about this cream puff dude. But, Wave 5. What do we expect to see in Wave 5 for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Reese?
The bathroom.
Ah, yes. My favorite character.
He's actually not joking.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The leaked bathroom course.
There's a leaked bathroom course?
Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Why? What is this for? 1-2 switch? Oh, wonderful. Now it's really PG.
Can we do the random images and GIF stream again?
Well, we gotta do some
Yes.
Nintendo Direct predictions, but we couldn't find out who that Keebler guy is. So in the
But yeah, it's yeah. Apparently, like there was like a leaked bathroom course, kind of like along the line. It's kind of like one of those original tour tracks, like Ninja Hideaway or Sky High Sunday, things like that. The ones at Art City tracks, or also Yoshi's Island as well, since they were originally meant for tour. But I don't know. Maybe we could finally see the bathroom track.
Why is it a bathroom? Is it like based on Chibi Robo or something, or is it just like?
I don't know.
It sounds odd to me, but maybe not. Maybe you're like, maybe you could do tricks in the sink or something. I don't know.
You can do tricks off of a piece of poop.
Oh yeah, that'll fit with the rest of the year, huh, Demeech?
perfect for the year 2023, but Jude, your level is going to be the last I play, and then we're going to play some Katamari. You know what else sold well in the 80s? You know, I think out of all my community posts, that one probably is just synonymous with the channel. Do you guys know what I'm referring to?
No.
You know what else sold well in the 80s?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know if I could say it on the stream.
I mean, we had the Keebler Elf.
There was a leaked Wario diarrhea track in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wave 5.
In that one image, with the Keebler Elf, why does he do like a pose similar? Actually, like, why does he do a similar pose to like Sonic Adventure?
I don't know what Sonic Adventure you're
weird.
playing.
No, you know, on the box art, for some reason, the way he's kind of hunched over, it kind of reminds me of the Sonic Adventure box art.
You're thinking of Adventure 2. I'll actually just pull out the game and see.
That's disgusting.
No, I'm thinking of the first one, because Sonic... Okay. Actually, I think it's kind of I'm thinking of both of them, because the pose is it kind of looks like both of the poses. The way he's kind of like... I don't know, like, the way it kind of shows him, like, to the side kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know.
Reese, I think that's only you. I'm sorry.
Imagine an underwater section in the toilet.
There's a poop right down the toilet.
Poop in the toilet. Poop in the toilet. Poop in the toilet.
Come on, we're grown adults. Shouldn't we be more mature? Haha, poop! You said poop!
Jude says, I really hope it's not called Super Mario Wonderland. I guess we'll see tomorrow.
I agree with you.
What if it's called Super Mario Wonder World?
I hope this has nothing to do with...
even closer to Balan Wonderworld.
I hope this has nothing to do with the Ice Spice song. But considering this is a troll level, we'll probably just play this for a little bit.
Imagine if it's... imagine if this new 2D Mario game is developed by Arzest.
You know, I would say,
They're making Sonic Superstars.
But that Sonic game looks promising.
Yeah. But anytime they work with Nintendo, it seems like it's a dud.
Do 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 do. Super Mario Wonderland sounds like those fake Mario cartridges for the people who vape. They actually make those.
I just hope the art style looks cool. What do you guys think it'll look like? I think it'll be 2.5D, but I think it'll have maybe I don't know. Maybe the textures will have like a paint-esque art style, kind of similar to like that Van Gogh level in New Super Mario Bros. U.
You know, I don't know. I feel like it's probably going to be something that we won't expect, because just due to the fact that like Nintendo really, they do things that all of their announcements are mostly things that we don't expect. So I feel like it's probably not something that we're directly thinking of.
We're talking about what we think the art style for the new 2D Mario can be.
I mean, my want is for it to be hand-drawn, but I just don't see that being the case.
You know what I think will be funny? What if everyone predicts this new
What?
2D Mario and we don't get it?
Oh, that would be sad.
I mean, I think it would be pretty surprising if we don't get anything Mario in general, since the last time we gotten something Mario related, well, not counting the movie, is Sparks of Hope. The last time something like a new Mario game or a new Mario spin-off was announced was Battle League, which was February of last year, which was nearly like a year and a half ago.
That's a good point.
I mean, it has been a while since we've had anything Mario. I feel like I do think we're going to see a 2D Mario, but if we don't see it, I think at the very least we'll see a sports spin-off.
I think maybe a remake. Do you think it'll look realistic and un-Mario? No, I don't think it's going to look like Mario Golf Super Rush. Sorry, Demeech.
I think it'll have... Oh, go ahead.
Nah. Jake,
Oh, that was it? Oh.
Jude was saying, sorry, but I just wanted to play something else.
Oh.
Might do a viewer stream another time, though.
You know, what's it called? Yeah, I just want a unique art style. I want something that'll stick out.
I've been a long-time viewer. Love your videos. Thank you, Magma Master.
Mario. Thank you very much. I really want this 2D Mario to have some 3D elements, like maybe going in and out of the background.
Yeah, and I mean, I think even like more moves from the 3D games as well.
Yeah.
Like I know the new Super Mario Bros. Series already like included like the wall jump, the ground pound, and then triple jump, things like that. But I think it would be cool if they had like I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, like the long jump. I think the long jump would be pretty cool to see. Since they did incorporate it in Super Mario Maker 2 in the 3D world style. So I think it would be cool to see it there, as well as like this somersault and different things like that, and maybe even a roll as well.
You know what else would be cool? The that roll that Mario does in the air that they added in Bowser's Fury in the 3D world port.
Like the pseudo dive thing?
Yeah, kind of like the pseudo dive type of thing. That's cool. I think you know, there's a lot of moves from 3D Mario that could be easily translated to 2D Mario, and I think it would really, you know, help open up the level design a little bit too, beyond like new power-ups. Obviously the power-ups are what makes 2D Mario special, but
Jake
it doesn't
Moreno.
hurt to have a more versatile Mario.
I do remember it, but please send it again. Because
and you know, I've just noticed something about this. If this new 2D Mario game likely ends up being original, this will technically be the first completely original looking 2D Mario game since New Super Mario Bros. On the DS.
That is
I
insane.
go further than that. I go further than that and say Super Mario Land 2. If it's super original with its level themes.
I was saying, I feel like I'd argue that New Super Mario Bros. DS still kind of was like a completely new style and different things, even though it did kind of reuse some level themes from Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World. I still feel like it adds enough new things to it. Like it did add like a couple world themes, and it did really kind of change up the moveset and everything. So I would probably say the last like completely original 2D Mario game was New Super Mario Bros. DS.
I'm gonna read some more comments.
In that regard, yeah.
All right, let's see. Rampin was saying, "Do you think that, or imagine if Nintendo releases a Mario game that runs like Scarlet and Violet?" I don't think they do that, because Nintendo has proven that even in their worst games like Nintendo Switch Sports, at least they run well, so Pokemon is just the embarrassment. But that's developed by Game Freak. Another thing, do you think it'll be $70? It really just depends. I feel like in Zelda's case, the reason why it was $70 is because Nintendo could get away with it for one. And it also kind of made sense in the context of that game, but I really hope it's not the trend. I wouldn't be too surprised, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I feel like we've been talking about 2D Mario more than the Nintendo Direct itself.
Also, I have one more thing to say about 2D Mario. Do you think it will just have 8 worlds like the last, or 9 worlds, including the bonus world, like the past few games, or do you think they'll actually add more this time? Like, let's say 12 worlds or something like that.
I think there could be less, but it'll be of higher quality.
I think it'll be close to like what 3D World did, where we have like 3 extra worlds. Maybe I would say like 12 or 13. I think that would be a good chunk.
Or maybe
I think,
if they were still to do like 8 to 9 worlds, if it was $60, like if they were to do like the same like length of each of the worlds as like the new Super Mario Bros. Games, it definitely wouldn't be worth it. But if they were like much longer worlds with like much more levels, and even like variation between the levels and different in each of the levels in the world, I wouldn't mind that as much. But I feel like if they were to do the same length of each world as like the new Super Mario Bros. Series, I feel like there should probably be around 12 worlds.
I think so too. Maybe just like 100 or so levels, but it really just depends how the game is structured. I think we're basing it based on what we've seen from 2D Mario, and not so much what it could be. I think if there is going to be a 2D Mario, it's going to be an evolution for the series and something completely new. And I feel like we've talked a lot about it, like I've said. So I think we should wrap up talk about 2D Mario and get into some other games. But before we do that, I'll be showcasing J to the P Moreno's Dog Mario concept. So we'll be taking a look at that.
Oh, this I've been looking for the longest. Let's see.
So here's his idea for how Dog Mario could work. Thank you for the artwork. So he uses a Super Biscuit. Dog treats. Dog treats.
It's very cute.
Stun enemies.
This is how I imagine it.
With a powerful bark. Throw endless dog toys. That is something I didn't even think of. Here, let me just put this in the corner so we can see the chat with it too. There we go. And let's see.
Yeah, I really love that concept.
Seems like
cute.
Oh, it is very cute. It seems like a lot of what TND and I were talking about. I hope that fire hydrant thing isn't part of the moveset. I think that was just a joke, but this is really cool. I think if they did have a Dog Mario, this would be just an awesome moveset and almost as versatile as a cat suit. And you really have some great ideas for mechanics. Like, you understand completely what makes great power-ups. Like, just a little detail of digging underground and then timing just right to get a big jump. That is just really in-depth, really detailed. But this is a great concept.
Yeah. This looks great.
I hope the Dog Mario...
Pete Moreno, always knocking it out of the park.
I hope the Dog Mario power-up song is... Or the power-up sound is like... Roof, roof, roof. Like it sounds like the power-up thing, but it's barking.
Yeah. I can't wait to see what new and wacky power-ups there are. If we get them tomorrow.
I think it would be cool if they also brought back a lot of like returning power-ups as well, like the blue shell from DS or
you know, Demeech was actually talking about a concept the other day, the mixing thing. Do you want to talk about that, Demeech, before we move on to something else?
Yeah, what if they fused or had a mechanic where you could combine power-ups? I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be interesting. I actually had an idea like that for like a Mario Kart game where you combined items in a similar way. But
that would be cool.
But yeah, I think that would also be pretty interesting for 2D Mario.
Yeah.
You know, I just want to say something very random.
Yeah.
For, I think Pioro's idle animation, like in the menu, is funny. Like, do you know, like when you're in the select menu, I was just looking at that for a second.
Let me actually restart so we can see that again.
It's just so, like, I just like fixated on it for a minute, and I was like, what?
Oh, just where...
kind of funny.
You know who he looks like? He looks like Petey. Pioro, more like Pedoro.
Hey, everybody!
And then...
Zoom in on it. Do you know the Switch Zoom feature?
The Switch Zoom feature?
Yeah, press the home button twice, like, quickly.
Doesn't work on mine. But
But
I think you can kind of see it.
That animation in the menu is just pretty funny.
I mean, let's see. We got Petey, Ronald McDonald, Wario. I'm trying to think of what his name is. Metang, the Pokemon.
Let's see. So, Demeech, beyond 2D Mario, what do you think will be in the Nintendo Direct?
Disappointment. I'm kidding. I think historically June Directs have usually been pretty good. Most E3s are great. This is actually an interesting time because this Direct is the first, I think, since 2012 that's just a June Direct, not really tied to E3. That's cool. But I was thinking, Nintendo had a Father's Day post, and it had a bunch of Donkey Kong stuff. You think we're going to get a new Donkey Kong game? Or you think Donkey Kong's going to be part of the new 2D Mario? I think either one could be a concept, but I just love a new 3D Donkey Kong game.
I don't want to get my hopes up again.
I don't think a new Donkey Kong game will happen until next year.
I agree. I think, you know, every time I predict Donkey Kong, it never happens. And I just don't want to be burned again. I would love it to happen. I just don't... I don't know. I don't see it happening. You know?
Oh, I think 2018 was a bad E3. But usually they're pretty good.
Yeah, but... You know, Donkey Kong, I think they are making a new Donkey Kong game. I just think... They said that this Direct is for games that are coming out towards the end of the year, right? So I assume that there's going to be a couple of 2024 games, probably in the beginning of the year. I don't really know. I feel like Donkey Kong would be something that they'd announce next year, probably with a new 3D Mario.
If we were to get anything from like a new Donkey Kong game, I would say like something at the end of the Direct. And then we'd get like a date for 2024.
Even then, I feel like that would be reserved for the next 3D Mario. I think that would be the thing at the end.
Yeah, I'd say if this was the September Direct, I would say like maybe, because the September Direct usually does hint some things for the next year. But yeah, for now, I would say probably not. I would say most of the games shown here are probably releasing this year. Just due to the fact that we don't really know anything after Pikmin 4.
I will say...
Yeah, it's strange.
Speaking of Pikmin 4, I think we should talk about that a little bit.
Well, a lot of it's been revealed, but I think they're going to reveal some new features and such. Nothing too in-depth, maybe some new Pikmin. We did see a pamphlet from 7-Eleven that showcased a green Ochi, so there might be some multiplayer. But before we get into even more predictions... I did want to bring up some interesting things about this Direct. This is actually from an intelligent tweet I saw. I don't know who did it. Intelligent tweet, quite the oxymoron, but this was actually quite intelligent. So, Nintendo can't rely on a Smash announcement or Zelda to be the closing thing, because the one more thing for the September Direct and the February Direct were more information on Zelda. But they can't do that now. So maybe this goes into what Jude was saying. You think this will be the time for Metroid Prime 4 to be revealed? Formally, or?
Or I feel like they might have the last announcement be 2D Mario. Because it kind of...
I kind of feel like 2D Mario is going to be the first announcement. And I feel like 3D Mario might be the stinger at the end. Just because this has been since, I want to say, between the time of 64 and Sunshine. It's been the longest time we've had between 3D Mario releases. And, you know, even just a little teaser of, like, what's to come would be cool. Plus, we already had a sequel to a Nintendo Switch launch game. Where is the other sequel to that? If there even is a sequel to that.
Well, we got sequels to both of them. Everybody 1-2 Switch and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
But would they have a 3D Mario and a 2D Mario game in one direct? I don't think so,
I can
because
see it.
wouldn't that overshadow the 2D game? Because 3D Mario, I
No,
mean...
because...
Honestly, if I'd have to say a scenario that's more likely, I would say the 1,000-Year Door in Super Mario RPG being in one direct is a little more likely than a 2D and a 3D Mario game being in one direct.
Yeah,
You know
I'd
what?
agree with Rishi there.
I was just thinking about that. Maybe the stinger at the end is the Mario RPG remake, or Actually, you know what? Maybe it's the 1,000-Year Door remake.
Yeah, I think there's a possibility that the SNES remake could be like Chrono Trigger. Then the Super Mario RPG thing is actually like an NSO thing, kind of like Earthbound. And then the 1,000-Year Door is like one of the
real remake.
Yeah. Or it's like, I wouldn't say they're doing like a remake of 1,000-Year Door. I would say it's probably something similar to like Metroid Prime. That's most of what I've been...
a remaster.
Yeah. Because I don't think, like, with intelligent systems, I'm not sure if they... I mean, there might be some changes to it, but I don't know. I feel like they're probably working on the next Paper Mario game. And I feel like the reason why I think this makes a lot of sense to do a 1,000-Year Door remaster is because I don't, like, with next year, I don't think this, like, the next Nintendo console will release until, like, late next year, or at least, like, around, I would say between, like, September or the holiday season next year, just due to the fact that we don't even know, like, a code name, we don't really know, like, anything about that.
There is some news, apparently. Apparently, Ubisoft's working on backwards compatibility for Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope for whatever this new machine is.
Yeah,
so,
there's been a lot of talk from third-party developers trying. I've actually, this isn't old news, but I remember that either they got development kits for the next console and they were trying to make it backwards compatible with games that they were already developing, or they were just working on backwards compatible games, which, you know, it's good that they're prioritizing backwards compatibility, but
yeah,
you know,
I did want to answer this. Two things. One, if there are a lot of first-party announcements, then we might be with the Switch for the long haul, maybe around the length from the DS to 3DS, so 7 to 8 years. As long as the games are of high quality and the next console is powerful, you know, I'd be okay with that. Cartfesser, also known as Nostalgia Entertainment, I'm sorry, I can't get used to the new name. I feel like we could see F-Zero GX tomorrow. I've always wanted to play an F-Zero game. Do you think that tomorrow will finally be the time that we've seen F-Zero GX remastered? Because that's been rumored for quite a while by actual credible sources.
I wanted to finish the thing I was saying. I wanted to finish the thing I was saying about the Paper Mario thing real quick.
Yeah.
Because basically, I would say, like what I was saying about the next Nintendo console, next year, I don't really think it's likely that the next Paper Mario game will release, even though it's within that 4-year schedule, because of the potential new Nintendo console. And I don't think Intelligent Systems will release another Paper Mario game on the Switch. So I feel like the 1,000-Year Door remaster is like holding over the weight for the next game, which will probably release around 2025. So that's why I think the 1,000-Year Door remaster might make a lot of sense. And then, like, they might actually, like, reveal it alongside other GameCube games. Like I said, like, F-Zero GX makes a lot of sense as well. To kind of, almost, like, kind of bring back F-Zero in a way. So I think it would definitely be good if there were, like, a couple GameCube announcements in there.
I did want to ask, I have a question from Rampant here, and then one that I have. Rampant says, do you think if Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD are coming to Switch, they'll be sold separately for $60, or they'll be bundled together in a collection?
I think if they're revealed at the same time, a double pack, because it'd be kind of scummy, if not, to reveal both of them in the same direct, but...
I think Nintendo's scummy enough to do it separately, but...
Yeah.
It really just depends.
I was gonna say, speaking of announcements, do you guys think, since I think we all feel like the Switch is in its twilight years. Do you think Nintendo's going to mention anything about their next console? Not reveal it or anything, but just kind of allude to the fact that we should look forward to next year in case there's an announcement.
Probably not.
I don't know. I don't think they would do that if they're like showing more Nintendo Switch games.
That's true, but also they only mentioned that it was for the rest of the year. I mean, I'm just speculating here. Maybe towards the end they could be talking about 2024. I don't know. I just think it's weird how they've been so silent on their future. I mean, maybe we'll get some more insight as to what that pertains, but...
Don't get too excited. It could be another Farm Direct. He's very well right. It very well could happen. Maybe it's a dating sim Direct. I feel like we are hyping this Direct up to be something quite large, and I think it's reasonable in this case. I mean, I always think that you should have high expectations for a Direct.
One reason why I think it's this Direct is so exciting, I think it's partially due to the fact that Nintendo actually has been getting a lot of announcents out of the way. Like throughout June, they had like some trailers for like smaller games. And then even like recently, they had the Batten Kaitos release date trailer, which is actually a Switch exclusive.
Hey, it's your favorite game, Reese.
And everything.
All right, let's see. Reese's favorite game was one of the micro games.
I think I missed it.
Oh no, not a 2D Mario game. There, that's your 2D Mario game. I'm worried that it's going to be talked about so much that it's going to be like Smash, where it just gets to the point of being just too much. Although I don't think so. I think that just the talk of it now, it's quite a lot, but there's probably going to be more than just 2D Mario. I don't know.
Imagine if they make the 2D Mario game online centric, and then have like 4 worlds at launch, and then add the other.
Don't go there, please. No.
Oh man, that would be terrible.
I don't think they're gonna do that.
It would be cool if the multiplayer was similar to 3D Worlds.
Yeah, but it actually worked.
Yeah.
Well, in 3D World, it does work. I was thinking Mario Maker 2.
Now, speaking about NSO, I know, Reese, you touched upon this a little bit, but do you think we'll get a new console reveal for NSO? Like, I don't know, DS or GameCube or Wii or...
You know what'd be funny? PlayStation 1.
What, Virtual Boy?
No, PlayStation 1.
That's not gonna happen. Not with Sony.
Also, what about Sega Saturn or Dreamcast?
I was thinking about that too, Reese. Can you imagine Well, I don't know if the emulation would be good, but I automatically make Switch Online worth it just because Saturn games and Dreamcast. Well, actually, Saturn games more than Dreamcast games are so hard to come by nowadays, and they're so expensive. That would be an inexpensive way to experience those classic games. That would be really cool. I don't know if it would happen, but can you imagine them making a Dreamcast controller to that extent?
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Interesting.
Yeah. It'd be awesome.
And I actually think they could get DS to work in some capacity. Like, they might have some limitations. They might even do something where there's like gyro controls, and I think I just saw something like recently. I was like, for some reason, I was like rewatching a Direct in anticipation for this one. It was like the January 2018 Direct Mini, but like that one of the DS games was announced there like for a remake, like The World Ends With You, and they added like gyro controls.
Like a cursor? Like Captain Toad?
Yeah, like a cursor to substitute for the touchscreen. So I was thinking if they could possibly do that, if they were to add DS games, and you were to play it like in docked and everything. And then in some games, some games like New Super Mario Bros. DS, at least in the main game, don't even really require, except for the inventory, it doesn't even really require the touchscreen that much.
Would it be unintuitive for certain DS games, though? Like, for example...
The solution...
Like, yeah.
The solution I think they'll have to, like, certain games that just will be really hard to work in docked. I feel like they're probably just gonna make it so where some games don't even work in docked mode. I feel like that's a very Nintendo solution to like some of these games. I feel like some of them probably will work in docked, like New Super Mario Bros., Super Mario 64 DS, things like that. But other games like the Zelda games on DS, I feel like will have to require handheld mode.
Now, speaking of surprises, why don't we talk about some wild card predictions? I'll say one. How about, I'm going to throw my hat in the ring here.
Before getting into that,
by this tomorrow, but
I did want to respond to two things. WarioWare Get It Together is such an underrated game. Absolutely. It's one of my favorites on Switch. It released 2 years ago, and it's one of the highlights. I think 2021 was better than 2017. Or it's on par. It was that good of a year for the Switch.
Yeah, because we had Metroid Dread, and then obviously Get It Together. Yeah, there are a lot of...
Mario Party Superstars? Bowser's Fury?
Bowser's Fury.
Oh, yeah.
New
Bowser's
Pokemon
Fury
Snap?
great.
Mario Golf Super Rush. You can't forget about that one.
I remember you were very excited to play it, Reese, but between you and me, I don't think it's that bad. But is it that good?
To be completely honest, I would say it's probably the least offensive Mario sports game on the Switch.
I'd say Tennis Aces is just okay, but I think that Mario Golf kind of overhated, but at the same time, I don't care too much about it.
I did want to say, speaking of Wario, you know, I know we want the Great Ape to return in terms of Donkey Kong, but that doesn't count out Wario either. Do you think maybe either a new Wario Land game could be announced, or a remaster of Shake It?
I think that if they reveal a new 2D Mario game and then have a new 2D Wario game, that's horrible. Because the Mario one's going to overshadow it for a lot of the people.
Well, unless it releases far enough apart, like let's say 4 months at least.
Yeah, I don't think they can't be that stupid to release it within the same time period.
I mean, they released Bowser's Inside Story and New Super Mario Bros. U on the same day. I don't think that's going to happen. I'd love a new Wario Land, but that would not be a good time to reveal it if they actually did have that. A Switch port of WarioWare Gold, could they do that? See, that goes into more touchscreen controls.
I don't know. I want Wario Land. I have my WarioWare fix on the Switch.
Says the one who didn't even get the game.
Platforming adventure. I played the demo, though.
That's your quote. I played the demo.
I played the demo.
Oh,
I've actually played it at a friend's house. It's fun.
Yeah, it's great. We're going to go on to the That's Life mini or micro games, and then I think we're going to wrap this up in like 10 minutes. We got quite a few viewers. This has been a very successful stream.
Okay, somebody says, what do you guys think about Tomodachi Life 2?
You already know my thoughts.
I don't really think it's likely. Like, I know everyone wants it, but I don't think that's going to happen. Just due to the fact that Nintendo... I know Beatopia happened a couple years ago with Grezzo, but honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't really see this happening. It doesn't really seem like something Nintendo would really do nowadays, unless Grezzo handled it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is a wild card prediction for me, but speaking of Grezzo, I would really love to see a new 2D Zelda. You know, a 2D Zelda that's not a remake. You know, something that was like a Link Between Worlds, where like it was a sequel to A Link to the Past. I really want that to happen. I don't think it will, but
I think it will happen at some point, like in the next few years, but I don't think it's going to happen this year or at this direct, because Tears of the Kingdom just launched, and I don't think they really want to take away anything from Tears of the Kingdom. If we get anything
That's
Zelda
true.
related, it's going to be the Tears of the Kingdom DLC, which I also hope happens.
Alright, 2 questions. Alright, do you think Mario will win the box office this year? Unless there's an Avatar sequel, absolutely. But another question, what's Petey's favorite food? But before getting into that, do you think there could be a new Mario Party?
I don't think that's going to happen until next year at the earliest.
I could see an announcement for it. I just, I don't know. Could they? My question is, could ND Cube have learned their lesson? Could they actually make an original good Mario Party game in the steps of Superstars?
You know, I don't think they can really go back at this point. Like, since they dropped Superstars, I don't really think they could go back from that. People know, like, so many people now with Superstars know the original formula of Mario Party. And even, like, I would say even, like, I know Super is just kind of okay, but, like, that game at least kind of somewhat brought the traditional Mario Party formula back. So, to some degree, they kind of have to stick with the original Hudson Soft formula at this point.
Yeah, and I just hope that they have some cool new themes and they stick with the gameplay formula that they soft rebooted with Superstars.
I don't think that was a soft reboot, I think that was a literal reboot. They failed with Super Mario Party, but they succeeded with Mario Party Superstars.
Yeah, soft reboot in the sense that it's a continuation, but they're bringing back the gameplay style that people wanted. Let's see.
Also, I just wanted to say I kind of have to go now. Just leave a few minutes early.
Alright, Reese, thank you for joining as always.
It was great having you, man.
And get some rest, and also, can you do me a favor? For the Nintendo Direct, could you also have defibrillators on hand just in case a new Paper Mario is revealed?
Yeah, because that's zero chance of Thousand Year Door happening, so yeah, I'm gonna have to take some safety precautions before going into this Direct. Because they're gonna see me, like, if that happens, I'm gonna, like, absolutely explode on the live stream.
I actually think it'll fit with 2023, because if that happens, you're gonna poop your pants.
Do you think have you seen my Minecraft Steve reaction?
I can't wait to see it. I saw your Paper Mario Switch Online thing. Now imagine if that was a real one. Or new one.
Just think, it's basically gonna be like, that, like the Paper Mario 64 and Nintendo Switch Online, but multiply that by, like, 100. And that's my excitement for Thousand Year Door on Switch.
That would be me. You know, I think you would be more excited, but, I mean, I love the Thousand Year Door, too. What is Petey's family like? But, Reese, nice to have you on here.
Yeah, it was
Take
fun.
care.
Thanks for having me.
This was a great stream. We'll play a little bit longer and have a little more chat, but after that...
But yeah.
Have fun at the Direct tomorrow, man.
Alright, fingers crossed, it's great.
But yeah, anyways.
Wait, but before you go, you saw that? That was a cockroach that crawls in your mouth while you're sleeping.
So yeah, anyways, stay perky.
Stay perky!
Yeah, dude.
Alright.
Alright, so the question was, Demeech or T&D, what's Petey's family like? I'm an orphan.
Yeah, that's true. I got distracted there. That's okay.
Alright, let's see.
I think, yeah,
Any
the only
other
reason why
comments?
GameCube games are so expensive is because the demand for them's high. But if they're on Switch, they'll go down in price. Just look at Super Mario Sunshine. What happened with that?
True. Let's take a look here. I think they'll make a Superstars 2 focusing on the GameCube boards and mechanics.
That'd be
I feel
cool.
like that would be a waste, though. It would be cool, but it would just be a waste just because... I don't know. I feel like we should already get an original Mario Party that follows the formula of the originals. That's good. You know? Petey's family is filled with bugs.
Bugs.
Let's see. Man, I'm so hyped. I don't think I'll be able to sleep tonight.
You probably had too much lungo.
If the Thousand Year Door, excuse me, remastered is real, do you think the GameCube games will come down in price?
Oh, I answered that. I think absolutely. The only reason why they're expensive is because the demand's high, but there's not enough supply.
Nostalgia Entertainment says, I'm gonna go for now, kids. Can't wait for tomorrow. And remember, the power of friendship never dies. See ya and stay cool.
Well, it wouldn't be a stream without a Cartfesser comment. I wish I wasn't busy tomorrow morning. Well, you can always watch it after.
Me too, man.
I
wish that I was off tomorrow so I could watch it, but...
Well, just watch it at work. Or try to.
I would if I didn't have an appointment at 10 a.m. exactly.
That sounded like Petey for a second. At 10 a.m. exactly.
At 10 a.m. exactly. I wish my sleep cycle wasn't screwed up.
Hey, mine is too. It wasn't always like that, though. When I got back from Greece, it was back to normal, but I need to get it back on track.
Imagine if it was everybody 1-2 Mario Party.
Instead of MC... No, it would be a crossover between MC Ballyhoo and MC Horace.
Everybody! 1, 2...
Mario Party... What if it's a port of Mario Party 10?
Freaking hate that game.
Alright, guys, well, if there are any more questions, we'd love to hear them, but I think we're going to wrap things up here. I'm getting a little bit tired, and I'm going to make myself some food and answer some questions. T&D, I can't speak for you, but it's 11:06, so I'm sure you're getting a bit tired. This man actually has a normal sleep schedule, by the way. I don't.
Yeah. I am very excited. I hope we see a 2D Mario game. Will it be called Mario Wonderlands?
I hope not.
We'll see. We shall see.
Alright. I thought I could rock the cradle, but I didn't. This is Jimmy.
Oh. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games 2024. Will they announce it?
Possibly, but that seems more like a Sega thing. It doesn't really seem like a Direct thing. I don't even think Tokyo 2020 was revealed in a Direct. Do you think we'll get a new one? It wasn't. It was revealed in some separate thing. But I think before we'll play Orbulon's Culture games. And then from there, we'll leave. Yes, new Mario and Sonic. I really don't want another Olympic game. Unless it's like London 2012, I don't want to see another one.
Yeah, I could care less for those games. I know that the dream events are like fondly, are looked upon fondly, but I just
see a stick
such a waste of like a crossover for me.
It's funny when Mario and Rabbids have a better crossover. I'd say even Mario and Pac-Man, but that's just Mario Kart.
Mario and Pac-Man at the Olympic Games.
It's funny that a crossover between Mario and Sonic, which are seen as some of the biggest, most notable franchises in gaming, all they get is a minigame compilation.
Yeah, isn't it sad? Are we celebrating Leg Strap Day this year?
You know it! What's better than one leg strap? 2 leg straps! This game's hilarious.
What's your favorite WarioWare game? Says Rosalina Bob 64.
WarioWare Gold, but if you want to know where this ranks, it's actually in 4th place. It's my favorite 4th place game. My top 3 favorites in order are WarioWare Twisted, WarioWare Smooth Moves, and WarioWare Gold. Although this is a great time. I just wish it had more unlockables and such. Like in WarioWare Gold, you have all kinds of... Demeech, that's a great idea. I should customize the leg strap. How do I get the chameleon paint? That's for fabric.
I don't know.
I didn't do anything
for Battle League's first anniversary.
I didn't do anything for Battle League's first anniversary because I don't know how you guys would you guys get pissed off if I did a thing for Battle League's first anniversary? Because a lot of people think it's annoying or I'm beating a dead horse. Although the beating a dead horse thing, when it comes to Pokemon, that's usually just salty fanboys who they can't stand that I don't like the game and I call it a disgrace. I'll go on a whim and say it's the worst game Nintendo's ever released. I don't care. It sucks.
What are the chances of a Super Mario 64 remake? As much as I would love it, I don't think it's happening. Let's see. Didn't they say 2020 would be the last Mario and Sonic?
I don't know. They didn't do one for the
Not
2022
sure.
Olympics.
Maybe the games just don't exist anymore. Oh, actually, I think I know why. Never mind.
Well, for that Olympics specifically, yeah. I can see why, but
Yeah.
does anyone really care about those anymore? People barely care about the Olympics anymore. I can see why.
I don't know. I think Sega already has a non-Mario and Sonic Olympic game coming out, right?
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Yeah, they do. I forgot what it's called, but yeah.
Talk to me when they have the Olympics in Greece again.
Do you think it's ever possible to get a Mario Kart remaster/remake? Double Dash would benefit from a remaster/remake.
No, I think they're either going to do a new Mario Kart or just have other characters. Don't say that, that's ignorant. No, that's ignorant.
No. Guys, get ready for the next Smash Fighter reveal. Please no.
How did you guys feel about that? Where the Nintendo Direct, all it was about was Smash speculation. That annoyed the hell out of me.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no problems with Smash Brothers, but it got to the point where that's all they would focus on.
It got really bad in 2018.
Yeah. Actually, I thought it got worse when the DLC was coming out.
Oh, all the leak videos and such? For Canada Day, you should do a stream with Mounty Miles and Tricky Nick. When is Canada Day? I would love to do that.
Oh, Canada.
You guys can
I love
go.
Smash, but I wish they had more cartoony fighters. I agree, Jay. I agree. Smash fans are so obnoxious. Smash has kind of lost its appeal. Smash 4 and Ultimate didn't have enough to hold me over. Characters couldn't fix the issues I had with Ultimate. What are the issues you had with Ultimate, Rampton?
Oh, man. I lost that one. I almost won.
Oh, sheesh. These people need to get their peanut butters together. And salsa.
Peanut butter salsa flavor! For Smash Ultimate, my problems with it was just the newcomers. It didn't feel very Nintendo-esque. For the DLC, a lot of it just felt like whoever can bid the highest gets their character in Smash. That's pretty much what it felt like to me.
They should have made Waluigi in charge of the 1-2 Switch series. Imagine the sales.
That'd actually be pretty funny if he was the host. Alright.
Right answer, wrong answer. It matters not. Okay, so Rampant says single-player content or a lack thereof. Smash 4 single-player content was awful, and Ultimate's content was lacking in everything but the fighters and stages. I kind of agree. I don't think it detracted from my experience with Ultimate. I still have a great time with it, but you won't see me going back to it nowadays to like train or anything like that. So you probably have a point there. They should prioritize having a better single-player mode in Smash games. Because, I mean, if the online's going to be as crap as it is still, then might as well have something to, you know,
I think so,
play.
too. I should check out the WarioWare YouTube poops. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and keep calm and da-da on. Let's hope the Direct is good tomorrow. I will say this before we head out. If the Nintendo Direct is good, I'll be very excited. And if the Pioro guy was right, I'll eat my words, I'll eat alphabet soup, and sing letters of the alphabet ABCs. But in the meantime, we could go either way. Fingers crossed this Direct is 100% valid, but let's just send this away. Alright, we are going to make sure that the Nintendo Direct that is airing on June 21st, 2023 is not 100% factually invalid. That's it, I'm done.